This is BKI310 Rework station, hot air repair machine for the defective chip replacement by hot air from top side and from lower side. And this structure includes heater for the top side and sensor, and the temperature sensed is displayed by real-time temperature curve. So real-time temperature and time can be checked, and especially the left time for each stage is checked. So basically total 6 steps, but user can set up 3 steps or 2 steps, but we recommend at the slower, just the suitable speed level and suitable temperature, lower than 260 or 270 Celsius degrees. So the programming is very simple. The top side is for the top heater and lower side is for the lower heater. So top and lower heater is hot air, and you set up each target temperature and staying time at the target temperature, and increase level of temperature is 2 or 3. So that means per second 2 Celsius degrees or 3 Celsius degrees increase. So at the speed level of 2 or 3, temperature increase, and at 50 Celsius degrees it maintains for 10 seconds, and then it goes up to next target temperature by the speed level of 2 Celsius degrees per second, and at second step target temperature it maintains for 90 seconds. So like that, we basically give 5 temperature programs. Then from that program you increase 5 degrees more or less, 5 seconds longer or shorter. You adjust profile just to easily make a new program and save, and then you select, you can find that profile. So from 180 you increase to 185, from 230 you increase 235. In this way you try to adjust each target temperature and maintaining time. And when you set up the target temperature, you have to consider the PCB thickness. And if the PCB has many layers and it can absorb some heating temperature, then you have to set the higher temperature. So at this demo I tried to set up 255, and for reference, when you clean the PCB surface and then you try to apply flux and then you place in a new chip, you have to set about 10 degrees higher, like 265, to prevent any cold soldering. And for staying time at the third step, I'd like to 55 seconds. At least longer than 45 seconds by some tests. And this is a flow adjust dial to adjust hot air flow amount. Usually you have to set 10, and if you push this emergency stop, it will cut the power to the heater. So at that time you turn to the right to go to the normal, and the power switch at the left side is almost a circuit breaker. So if the power is more, then the circuit breaker will go down. And I try to hold this PCB waste ball actually, and I try to remove this specific chip. Then this kind of magnet type nozzle can be easily attached or disassembled. So you just compare the nozzle and chip, and nozzle should be larger than the target chip. So you have to consider the direction of the chip like this, and you can use this sliding clamp, this supporting bar, in case of BKI310 can do smaller PCB and larger PCB. So I use these blocks to hold the PCB from the bottom. So first step and second step is preheating. So at that steps you don't want to give thermal impact badly to the PCB. You need to preheat gradually, not to give a sudden thermal shock. So if you use this kind of Rework station, you can prevent some thermal shock, some damage. So you can refer to these parts. And as you see, the monitor and camera, if I turn the dial 20 times, okay, like this, and if you click razor, no, if you click light button, much better. Now you can see the solder balls BGA chip. So when BGA chip is melt, it is shown in bright silver. So in this demo, I do not use any flux, but please refer to the flux. And actually, when you test with the waste ball to trace the optimum temperature profile. So after you adjust the location, you have to tighten the PCB holding G's. And for reference, from the chip to the nozzle is about 5 mm to the bottom nozzle, and the chip about 5 mm gap. So you also turn the knob to see the gap between the chip. This is okay, then you use the set profile. So when you click the top and bottom heater and IR heater, then you apply it, then you start. There is side suction pan. When you click the suction, and you cover the hole and suck up the target part. For your reference, before manipulating this hardware repair machine, you will require baking oven to remove any humidity on PCB. Those humidity not be seen on PCB, but may cause defective explosion on the PCB when you use hardware machine. We call it popcorn phenomenon. So to prevent the kind of phenomenon, beforehand, please use baking oven to remove any humidity. So as you see, the real-time curve is going up, and those top and down, up, down to upper heater and lower heater is on and off to control the temperature, and bottom is for infrared heater. So if I click the infrared, then it will activate. So if the PCB is large enough, then you click one IR heater button, then the center two pieces of tube type IR heater will turn on and off. You see that two tubes, those are IR heater. Okay, if you cover the hole like this, so when you click the suction and cover the hole, you slowly touch, lightly touch. Okay, okay, like this feeling. You have to exercise to pick up the solder melt chip in this way. Then maybe the PC pad can be cleaner, but you have to clean the PC pad with the soldering iron and solder it in this feeling. At this movie, we do not include dressing. Please refer to other movie for dressing the PC pad. Thank you for watching BKI310 Rework Station.